Alright, what's up, girls and boys? What's up, internet? I am Vianca, and welcome to our long play slash let's play slash walkthrough and guide for Atlas and Sega's remake of Persona 3, which is Persona 3 Reload. So, for this let's play, long play, walkthrough, we're gonna be playing the entire game in a single playthrough, trying to obtain 100% of the game and also trying to get all of the trophies or achievements associated with it. Now, normally you would need multiple playthroughs in order to get some of these trophies if you're more in the casual gamer circle, but for our let's play walkthrough long play, we're gonna do it in one playthrough only. Now I have a separate personal save file for this. I've actually finished this once, so I have also like my cheat sheet, my notes when it comes to how to best progress through the story. Another thing I would like to note is that I will try to cut the videos, the episodes, for as long as 20 to 30 minutes so that it's not too long. Now, the problem with that is this game is chock full of cutscenes and events and more of a daily life simulator kind of thing than being an action-packed game. So we may have to you may have to sit through cutscene after cutscene, but if you're interested with the story and don't want to really purchase this or play this, then you can just watch and enjoy. Another thing is that since Tartarus, which is the what do you call this? The dungeon in this game, since it is sort of a roguelite dungeon as it changes every time you visit it, I won't be showing the majority of our climb up that tower, but I will be sharing some tips, enemy weaknesses, also showing the cutscenes that do play when we play through it. I'll also be showing the first few times we do get inside, just to show you guys what it looks like, how it plays in there. What else? Have I forgotten anything else? I'm not really sure, but if I remember, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But anyway, let's go on and start the game. So we're gonna start a new game. I'll be playing this with the English dub. I have a personal save file that has a Japanese dub, and I honestly feel like I like the Japanese dub, the Japanese original language more than the dub, but it's a personal preference, but I choose to record this with the English dub in mind. But if you want to change the language setting, you can just go to configuration and change it's change voice language, just set it to Japanese if you want. Also, let's start a new game. I'm just gonna play this on the peaceful route, since this one, peaceful difficulty option, is for players who want to focus on the story. Your party auto revives after defeat. So when you fall in battle, you'll be given an option, sort of if you want to continue or not. And if you choose to continue, your entire party will get healed. So that's a good way to save on items and healing items, and also, replenish your health and SP. But if you want a challenge, Merciless is the thing to go. But for those who just want to not really breeze through, because there are still some difficult battles in here. But if you want not to worry too much about the battles, then you could go with peaceful difficulty. You can unlock all the trophies, all the achievements with just peaceful difficulty, since we do not have a difficulty related achievement slash trophy. Another thing about peaceful is that even though your party does auto revive, there are some battles which if you lose, it's an automatic game over. You can't revive from those battles. But anyway, let's go on ahead and begin the game on peaceful difficulty. All right. I do have DLCs because I'm playing my copy of the limited edition, which I've already talked about in our unboxing, and also the update in regards to the great big hoopla mistake that Sega Atlas Southeast Asia did with our copies. So yeah, the DLCs, it's a Persona 4 Golden Yasogami High costume set, and also I get Persona 4 Golden Persona set. Now the Persona set, you can get it as soon as you unlock the Velvet Room, when you can finally enter there and interact with Elizabeth and use the compendium, which we'll get to in a bit. They are free the first time you summon them, but they cost a lot in succeeding summons. Anyway, let's go on ahead. Alright, fun fact. I really like this quote. Time waits for no one. All are equal in its flow. All lives born to their ends. You who would protect the glimmer of the finite future. You have a single year. Go forth and live in the time given to you. Even in these halcyon days of repose, let your heart guide you and never stray from its path. The time waits for no one bit, it's part of the contract that we will be signing in a little bit. And also that blue butterfly there, that blue butterfly is actually an important character in the entire Shin Megami Tensei Persona series. For those who have played the first two games, they would know who that is. But considering the first two Persona games are, very hard to come by, there are talks that there will be a remake of the first game, but we don't know if that's true. And also, they are said to remake Persona 4 as well, which I hope they remake Golden and not the vanilla version, because Golden is the best version you can play of Persona 4. But yeah, the blue butterfly, it's actually a character named Philemon. Now, Philemon is the being responsible for people having personas, being able to use personas. Now, they don't really show themselves, apart from the first two games where they actually show themselves as a human being like person, but they're not a human. But yeah, that blue butterfly is Philemon, and he only appears as a butterfly to people who have the wild card ability in them. And also, I believe a lot of people would agree that he is sort of the boss for the Velvet Room denizens. So he's Igor's boss. He's a higher up, basically, in the hierarchy of whatever pantheon of gods exists in this world. Also, what else can I say about Philemon? He is in a never-ending battle with the big bad of this game, in that Philemon believes that humanity possesses something special. So he's on the side of humanity unless he finds something, that changes his mind. But I feel like it never really does change his mind because of the events of the first two games. Anyways, now we get to control our character. I arrived so late. I better hurry up. Iwatodai dorm. That's where I'll be staying from now on. It should just be up ahead. So yeah, this is the first time we can control our character. We can go anywhere actually, but to continue on with the game, so creepy. That's what they're going for. So yeah, we have here coffins. Now if you interact with it, is this a coffin? And that's it. That's his reaction to how spooky this is. But yeah, you only need to head to this direction to go to Iwatodai dorm. And I just love how, nonchalant he looks like as he passes through such creepy environment. Like he's not even scared of it all. Iwatodai dorm, I guess this is it. So he's gonna go inside the place that's gonna be his house for the entire year. But yeah, as I was saying, Philemon. There's that Persona 3 title card. Anyway, Philemon is, I believe, he's also the one that, I forgot the name of the character, that the secret boss that we fought in Persona 5. But yeah, I believe that he is also among those that are watching humanity that was talked about there. Anyway, Mysterious Boy, welcome. See, I feel like
you're late. I've been waiting a long time.
They've changed the voice actors. I don't know if they actually changed. I didn't really look it up. But the voices in this game, let's autoplay it. The voices in this game, they're very different. Like, Akihiko's voice sounds more mature.
Sign your name here.
Also, I like how, again, he doesn't react to the boy suddenly disappearing in front of him and reappearing in a puff of black smoke. Now we have to input our name here. The Persona 3 main character, our MC, he has two names that are considered canon depending on what medium or media you are consuming in regards to, you know, the Persona 3 storyline as a whole. For the anime, the various canonical, what do you call this? Various canonical instances where he appears in other games, like in Persona Dancing, in the Labyrinth game for the 3DS, and the other fighting games that has him. He is known as Makoto Yuki. The other name he is only known by in the manga adaptation. So in the anime adaptation, they use Makoto Yuki. In the manga, it's Minato Arisato. Now, I believe a lot more people refer to him as Minato, but for the sake of this playthrough, let's just go with that. Minato. Okay. Arisato. I actually use my own name here, but it feels weird using Vian plays Martinez like that. So Minato Arisato, did I spell that correctly? Go with this. You cannot change the name once you've signed it. Once you've signed the contract, essentially. So yeah, we gave the contract to the Mysterious Boy. Now this Mysterious Boy is gonna play a huge part in the story. No, excuse me, in the story.
Time is something no one can escape. It delivers us all to the same end. You can't plug your ears or cover your eyes. And so, it begins.
And so it does begin. I really like that quote about time. Again, he disappears and Minato's just looking around. So now we get to meet two more characters.
Why are you here at this hour? Don't tell me.
This one is Yukari Takeba. So it's very obvious that these two are gonna be part of our party later. Yeah, that's the brown-haired girl is Yukari, and this red-haired girl is Mitsuru. Mitsuru. I actually like Mitsuru a lot.
My name is Mitsuru.
Like during my male protagonist playthrough, I like picking her as the romance option.
It was a last-minute decision to assign him here. He'll eventually be moved.
And for the female route, I always go with Akihiko. I just love those two very much. But in the canon, from the Persona 3 Fez, The Answer, which is like the second part of the story in terms of the game, of that game, it's revealed that Yukari does have feelings for our protagonist. But anyway, for the choices here, for conversations in this initial part of the game, it doesn't really matter what you choose. So I'll just pick nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to talk about that gun. And it's not a real gun, so don't worry. It's called an evoker. it's what they use to summon their personas. Because I think their explanation was because it's a gun where you shatter yourself so that your persona could appear. It's sort of like the glasses for
Pretty easy to remember.
Persona 4 and the mask for Persona 5.
Questions?
So what's that contract for? Does this kid live here too? What's that contract for is usually the answer, the question I throw at Yukari. If you ask, does that kid live here too? She will ask, what kid? Because apparently there's no kids
Contract.
in this dorm, at least not yet. Yukari doesn't seem to know what I'm talking about.
Can I ask you something? On your way here from the station, was everything okay?
I love the choices they have here. It's either yeah or what do you mean? And there's no option to say not really. I saw these weird coffin-like things. Let's go with what do you mean?
You don't know?
How could you not know? You passed by it to get to this place.
I'd better get going.
But yeah, the first few episodes, I feel like since we're already at 17 minutes of recording, I feel like most of those are just gonna be like super boring if you came here for the action. But if you came for the story, it's we have to go through these cutscenes. Yeah, life in the dorm starts today. The room came pre-furnished and everything. I'm spent. I should put my things in the closet and get to bed early. So yeah, you have a closet. You have okay, let's skip that. Skip. It's basically just a tutorial. Okay. Everything in your room you can actually interact with, but since this is the first night and Makoto did say that he is tired, we can't really interact with them all except for the bed and the closet. So I'm just gonna go run through all of this for a quick bit. The mirror, you can interact with this to try to raise one of the 3 stats we need to max out, which is charisma, academics, and bravery. So for this, it increases charisma. Room's fridge. It's a fridge. There's nothing in particular I want to chill in right now. So you can use that at a later date. You can put stuff in the shelf, stuff that you usually get from your friends or from the crane game that we will eventually get to. The desk. You will eventually get a laptop. You can use the laptop here to interact with another NPC, a social link that we will be interacting with later. And also you can use the desk to study, which will obviously increase your academic. You also have a TV here. Now the TV, you can use it as much as you want. Sorry, I hit my mic. You can use it as much as you want. Sometimes there's shows, but they don't really show the show. They just sort of describe what's going on or what the show is about. There is a brief mention of a very well-loved character from Persona 4 on the TV. And also, the TV is important in that it airs a show during Sundays that lets you buy stuff from, which if you played Persona 4 and 5, you will be familiar with as well. The bed obviously is for sleeping. We have here the calendar. You can check it for, what days are gonna, what incoming days. You don't really need to, but it's there if you want to. And lastly, the closet. Now, the closet, it's where you redeem the DLCs, whatever DLCs you have, whether you got them for free for purchasing, early purchase of the game, or limited edition purchase, Aegis edition purchase, or from buying from the store. I don't really buy costumes from the store. I don't really find the reason to want to buy them. Anyway, put stuff in the closet. So yeah, you'll now receive your downloadable content. So after interacting with it the first time, you interact with it, the closet, again to get your downloadable Yasogami uniform times 10, one for each character. Now let's go ahead and check the bed. So going to sleep. Sleeping in your bed will allow you to advance forward in time, proceeding to the next day. School starts tomorrow. I should go to sleep early so I'm ready for the first day of school. So yeah, essentially the first few days, is gonna be cutscene after cutscene of us going to the school, us going back to the dorm and sleeping. So pick good morning. We're going with a personality for Makoto that is friendly and helpful, as opposed to how he is portrayed in other medias. Now I know that, yeah, I'm ready. I know that he is like sort of aloof in the other portrayals that he has. He does care about his friends, but he could not be bothered with anything else. Like, he's just going through the motions. I find this particular animation very funny, especially with how that train looks. It looks weird.
Our school's at the last stop on this line. It's called Natsumiii Port Island. Have you heard of it? The whole thing's man-made, and our school's smack dab in the...
Yeah, it's a man-made island.
Oh look, there it is now.
I don't know, I feel like... I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the animation quality in Persona 3, and I'm not just talking about like this 2D animation, but the animation as a whole, like including the 3D cutscenes, I feel like they're a little bit outdated. And I say that because when you look at the characters turning around, it feels very stiff. Excuse me. It's like you're watching an old cutscene where in order for a character to face you, which class are you in? Hikari doesn't know just yet.
Me?
But yeah, in order for a character to face you, they would have to like turn around slowly and not like how you naturally turn around. Like, they actually move there like that, which is just weird. Okay, so even though Yukari tells us to go to the faculty room, we actually have to interact with the bulletin board, this blue bulletin board over here first. There's a crowd forming in front of the bulletin board. Maybe I'll take a peek before going to the faculty office. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, a bunch more tutorial. The class roster are posted. My name is added on a small note off the side. Now, this is also one thing that I like about the remake, about Reload, is that these thought bubble things, they are now referring to our character as, you know, me, my, I, like that, first person, rather than in the third person style where like you see your name added on a small note off to the side, which is what, if I remember correctly, and I feel like I do because I just finished Persona 3 Portable a couple of weeks back, is how they did, you know, these thought bubble things. Class 2F, Minato Arisato. The name Yukari Takeba is also on the list. It seems that I'll be in the same class as her. So we can immediately go to the faculty room, which is, if I can open the map, is where that exclamation point is. That's the faculty room. That will trigger another set of cutscenes. But before we do that, I'd just like to point out some things. I can't remember if it's actually here. I think it's here. I think it's in the other way. But anyways, you can actually interact with these other characters, other NPCs that you would eventually form a bond with. So first up is this pair over here.
Cuz, what are you doing? Why are you wearing a jersey?
Now, some of them have voiced lines. Like these two, which you will encounter once you join an athletics club.
We've got to attend the opening ceremony and go to class before all that. Hurry and head into your classroom so you can change into your normal.
And then we have some that are not voiced. So I don't really know what made them choose which ones do have voice lines or not, but it feels weird. Also,
You're in class F.
Kaz is also our
In a
classmate.
different homeroom, so I can't keep an eye on you all the time.
So in the social links, I think there's 4 in our class. Well, 5. Actually 6 by the end of the game. And you can talk here. Listen, the teacher, of course, this is going to be one of our teachers as well. A teacher that none of the kids actually like. Even the teachers don't really like him all that much. So yeah, I'm skipping through the dialogue. It's not really important, the dialogue that these two have. Then this one, also our teacher, I think he, if I remember correctly, he teaches history, ancient history.
Our school curriculum
So this teacher has voice lines while the other teacher doesn't.
tribute to society.
And this foreign exchange student, his name is Bebe. And he's gonna also be part of our social link.
That's what I like to hear, my boy.
But that's a little ways away considering we have to go through so many days
Here it burns within you all.
before we are actually given free reign. Alright, so there's also this one, this girl right here, Chihiro. She's gonna be a social link as well. You'll meet her once Mitsuru invites you to join the student council.
Where am I?
And once that's done, we can meet others in a bit. Let's head to the faculty office. This seems to be the faculty office. Should I go in? Enter. Of course, we have nothing else to do but do that. Looking around.
Oh, are you the new student? Huh. You're a...
Of all our teachers, I like her the most. And you guys will know why in future episodes.
I'm sorry. I've been so busy.
Her voice is also a bit different from how I remember from what do you call it, from playing Persona 3 Portable. So let's go with nice to meet you.
Wow.
Which is definitely not what I would have picked if I were in his shoes. I'm not really that outgoing.
That's my class. But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon. Come on, I'll show you the way.
And so, another new school year
Just
is upon us. I'd like
playing
to
the
remember proverb.
event on auto.
Job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. When applied to
So the principal's voice, I'm pretty sure it's changed because he sort of has a squeaky voice before. Like, if your job was doing like that.
You came to school with Takeba-san this morning, right?
Takeba's,
Together.
Takeba. Yukari is pretty much popular in this school. Actually, everyone except I feel like Junpei. I feel like Junpei is a little bit popular as well, but everyone seems to be I don't know is the right answer here. Let's not assume because we really don't know.
I thought you might know.
Well, I know, but you know, at this point, Makoto really doesn't know.
How sorry, you guys.
But yeah, I feel like everyone that becomes a part of our group, or they're really popular
You're gonna get me in trouble.
to some extent. I also like the music of Persona. So yeah, this is Junpei. And it's not a spoiler to say that he does end up becoming part of our group. And you are, because again, we're doing the friendly MC
Call me Junpei.
persona.
I transferred here when I was a second year in middle school.
I don't particularly like Junpei, at least I don't at the beginning of the game. He undergoes a pretty good character arc for a Persona game, you know, and I ended up liking his character by the end of the game. But yeah, my favorite male character in this game would still have to be Akihiko. I think no matter how many times I play through Persona 3, it's gonna be him. And then favorite girl, Mitsuru, hands down. Anyway, who'd have thought we'd be insane? Yeah, I know, it's just a coincidence. It must be fate, milady. We don't want to say it must be fate. That feels a bit creepy. And I just passed through a 30-minute mark, but we did end up talking for a bit at the beginning, so I think I can push this a little bit more. At least up to the end of this first day at school. Because, like, we will have 2 more days of just school. Like this. I didn't.
Okay, good.
Let's keep it mysterious for Junpei.
Okay?
Let's get him thinking about other things than what actually happened.
Last night?
Wait a minute, don't get the wrong...
But yeah. So, April 8th, April 9, school days. April 9 will have a story battle, mandatory story battle, that will sort of give us a feel to the battle, give us a feel to how... Actually, just tell us how to attack. It's a pretty easy battle. But we'll get to it.
No one takes rumors seriously anyway. She's so paranoid. But hey, it's your first day here, and people are already talking about you. Believe it or not, she's actually pretty popular. You the man.
You the man.
Well, here's to a fun school year, dude.
So yeah, let's just finish through this day, and then we'll end the episode there. So now, Junpei has offered rather to take us around school to give us a tour. So, if you want him to tell you all about the places you can visit in school, you just go to enter that room, and then he'll explain a little bit about it. It doesn't really know much about it, but yeah, during this exploration, you can actually find the other characters. So let's start at the rooftop. You will find another party member, future party member. You're an easy student. I'm already going to be a second year. I hope I can fit in with my new class. So she's gonna be a party member. And I'll just show you guys where you can find the other characters. So Yukari, of course, we've already met. Yeah. Catch you later, Yucatan. And then if you go here, you can talk to the stern-looking student. He's gonna be our Emperor Persona social link. Just because it's a new school year doesn't mean that students should be running wild. It's up to me to reinforce order. That is, once I've officially become a member of the disciplinary committee.
You think so?
You're making such a sour face again, Odagura-kun. I guess some things never change. This kind-looking quote-unquote upperclassman looks like the actual enemy in Persona 5 Royale. Got his name, but I do not like. So we cannot go to the 3rd floor area. So just let's head down here. Keep forgetting the names of those in Persona 5, but it has been a while since I played it. If you go down here, you can head to the athletics department. Heroes right here again. This door leads to the courtyard, which leads to the gym, or was it the practice field? I'm so confused. So if you go through here, it will lead you to where you will eventually need to go. Go through there for the athletics club. So this group, it has something to do with the second boss that we're gonna be fighting. You're in class 2E, right? I guess you're stuck with Akoda for homeroom. Ha, that sucks. Stop laughing. Yeah. there's a bunch of gloomy weirdos in that class too, man. I hope something interesting happens, something thrilling. Oh, be careful what you wish for, girl. This tree is gonna play an important role later for a social link. And I think that's it for a quick tour. You can talk to the other NPCs if you want. Sometimes they do drop interest. Oh yeah, Mitsuru's on the other side of the hallway near the faculty room. But yeah, there's no one you can talk to. No other person you can talk to. But so be careful on your way back. I'll be heading to the dorm soon as well. Don't stay out too late. So yeah, that's all the people we can talk to in this area. So let's go ahead and leave through here. Yep, I'm ready to leave. Cool, let's get going. So yeah, a quick cutscene of them walking, so we'll be able to see Akihiko over there with a gaggle of girls, and the people, Kaz, and the rest from the athletics club that we will eventually be joining. Oh, check out the jocks on their run.
Say, you thinking about joining the club?
Yeah, we need to if we want to get everything on the first playthrough. You don't actually like need to if you just want to play the game. Social links, they are important if you want to get more personas, but in an actual gameplay sense, you don't have to join the clubs. You can get away with just the main characters and the forced social links. So here we can actually meet a couple more social links. So let's start with these two elderly couple. Oh, are you a student from a school around here? Well, you'll be glad to know you can come get some quality sushi close by. I make it right here. Drop by sometime if you want. Oh, actually, our shop is still under renovation. Sorry, it's not. They don't own a sushi shop. It's a bookstore. I'm sorry, it's always like that. So if you go up here, these net cafe is gonna play an important part later for completing a bunch of trophies. Well, not a bunch, just one, but yeah, it does help. That shop does help. Also this one, and this is Chubby Student, is also a social link. Who are you? By the looks of it, we go to the same school. You don't say. Sorry, but I'm busy trying to decide what to eat here. Should I go with pork ramen and chase it with rice? Or perhaps a large hagakure bao? You can eat both. And of course, this one is also part of the athletics social link line. Man, I'm stuffed after that meal. Maybe I'll run a couple of laps. I wonder if someone new will compete this year, like a rival to get me fired up. What else? This and this shop. Oh, actually, all the shops here, they're really important one way or another. But apart from those two, we have this girl who's also going to be an eventual social link. I want to eat some takoyaki. I also would like to eat some. Who are you? I'm not allowed to talk to strangers, sorry, but she will after we give her a couple of things and agree to play with her. So yeah, this is the town map. Locations will be added as the story progresses, but for now, let's head to the dorms. So this one looks like Nanako. This girl right here. That girl. But it's not her. Should I go back to the dorm right now? Return to the dorm. I guess they just used her, what do you call this? Her model, character model for this.
Welcome back.
Thank you. How was your first day at school? Not too bad.
Yes.
I see. Well, don't hesitate to ask your classmates for help if you need it. Oh, apologies. I didn't mean to keep you here. You have a long day. Go get some rest. So yeah, we cannot do anything other than like talk to some of the people here. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Just looking around. Well, there's not much to see. Well, you're probably tired after your first day, huh? Maybe you should go to bed early. So yeah, that's what you should actually do. But yeah, first things first, there will eventually be a computer. Oh, there is a computer here, but it's broken. We won't be able to use it right now, but we will eventually. The bulletin board, we can use this to go to Tartarus. One of the ways to go to Tartarus. And then there is, if you go upstairs, this, we will use the vending machines later to buy a couple of stuff. But our room is down here, so let's just head here. And it's already 40 minutes of recording, so I would have to stop from here right before we check out the bed. But yeah, I'm Bianca. Thank you all for watching our first episode of our long play, let's play, walkthrough / guide, 100% guide for the achievements and trophies for Persona 3 Reload. I hope you all enjoyed this first episode. I know it seems boring since we basically did nothing just yet. Just watch a bunch of cutscenes, answer questions that really don't matter in the course of the story, but you know, I still hope you enjoyed and that you will keep watching, especially in the next episode where things begin to feel more Persona-y if you guys know what I mean. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye bye for now. Keep safe, everyone.
We'll have a